But it's because of all these things that women do on a daily basis. Men take note of the things that you do. They watch your actions. They watch your behavior. And they deal with you accordingly. I always say women are the ones who are the, they set the pace in the relationship. You give a man attitude and disrespect, he's going to combat you. If you give a man love, affection, care, and peace, he's going to be all over you and showering you with love. What you serve him, he serves it right back to you.
Honestly, once they get to a certain age and once they're an adult, they are free to make their own decisions. If they were taught properly, then they would know better and they wouldn't be expecting anything from anybody, especially if they're laying down on their own volition. Now, if you do that without a ring or commitment, that's on you, not on the person that raised you.
Would you rather be with a guy that you're not physically attracted to, but he does everything that you want him to? Or would you rather be with fine that lies behind your back?
Like, just off the bat, I can't be with anything that I'm not attracted to.
But he do everything that you want.
You really don't have to do the most. Doing the most, sometimes you're gonna do the most and do the most of the wrong things. What are you gonna bring? I need you to bring fine to my eyes.
Yeah.
Because I can do everything by myself. I can give myself words of affirmation. You are kind, you are smart, you is important.
What would you expect a man to do for you when you're first meeting him?
Good chat.
Okay.
Make me laugh.
Okay.
And actually listen.
If I don't got nothing good to look at every day, especially if I'm mad at you, you can just leave.
You can leave.
But wait, so you're saying you're choosing fine that lie behind your back?
Keywords, lies behind my back. That's behind my back. I don't know what's back there. So to me, he's fine. That's truthful to me.
You have a point.
If I were to find out he is lying, now that's a different can of worms.
Done deal.
Done.
Moral of the story: you can't be a liar.
And be fine.
Be fine.
A lot of women have been raised to desire and romanticize a relationship with men that is not realistic and that does not exist. And what that does is it creates a psychosis in women that creates a delusion that we aren't even conscious of. So we don't hear what people tell us. We hear what our wounds want us to hear. We don't see what's really happening in front of us. We see what our traumas allow us to see.
50-50. Okay. Are you a girly that's like, yeah, I'm down with 50-50, or the man has to pay all the bills?
I am the helpmate. I am able to be the helpmate that God put me on earth to be for my spouse. Yeah. So 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, 100-0. We're going through all the seasons together, but I'm not having that conversation on the first date with someone because you don't see the value in marriage at that point. You're looking at it from a monetary standpoint. And again, next, move on. Yeah. I'm not the one for you. Because I could spoil my man Ryan.
Yeah.
Okay?
Come on.
Listen.
Think about it. Yeah,
I got no problem.
Do you have any guy friends?
I do.
If we were dating and they wanted to spend time with you one-on-one, how would you react?
Okay, so a lot of the guys that I date with do not condone me having guy friends, but unfortunately, because I'm single and no one has asked me for marriage, I'm going to continue to have guy friends. I'd rather guy friends than female friends.
So you're saying that you're single until married?
Absolutely.
Even if we were boyfriend-girlfriend?
Absolutely.
So if I said, yo, my boundary is no hanging out with this dude who I don't know.
As a girlfriend, you don't have that ability to tell me what I can and cannot do because there's no ring on my finger and because there's someone out there that's going to give me the full throttle of what I want. I believe that.
But if we're together, why would you want to break that?
So let me reverse the question, right? So we're together, right? And you have a fan base of female friends, right? Will you hang out with them?
Not if it's something you didn't like.
Okay, so I like your thought process. A lot of guys won't think like that.
I'm never willing to cut ties with any of my homeboys over relationships because my thing is, come go. Your homeboy's gonna be there. Your people, your support system is gonna be there. And so for that reason, I'm like, I will never not have my support system. And on the other end, I would never tell a man that he can't have his support system. You got, homegirls, you whatever. My thing is, as long as I can trust you to not disrespect me while you own the line, do your thing, Big Daddy. Do your thing. I feel like in your 20s, to cut off communication with people, all this other dumb shit. But honestly, it's not mentally healthy to cut off the world or everybody that has because you a female. So I wouldn't give that, nor would I ask that.
That makes sense. I think I don't necessarily relate because a lot of my closest homeboys are married.
Do you still talk to them though?
Yes, all the time. I talk to James all the time.
Yeah.
I talk to James all the time. His wife be on the back. I talk to her too.
That's different. That
How?
is different. No, I'm saying that is different. That's a good thing.
Yeah, no,
but I'm
like
saying
all my
homeboys, that girl never play that.
Yeah, most of all my homeboys, like, or who I don't even call them my homeboys. I call them my brothers. Most of all my brothers, not even like that.
No,
They
I'm saying,
don't even okay like
no,
that.
I'm saying maybe it's because your brothers are truly your brothers. Like with me, my brothers were once my lovers for sure.
Oh, that's different.
I'm gonna try out the ride for sure.
No,
You know what I'm
that's
saying? I gotta see
different.
what you're working with.
Okay. Bitch,
You gotta
just
go
play
through the gauntlet first, you know what I'm saying?
You just being on some hoe shit. I'm saying my homeboy, yes, that is some hoe shit. You can't and then be like, brother, friend.
Excuse me?
No, just
if
you being
that
a
is a
hoe.
good brother or a friend, how is that a whore?
No, that's some hoe. I wouldn't want you to.
You gonna call me a hoe to my face and just keep on talking like that shit just didn't happen?
Hoe.
You're not gonna call me no hoe to my face, hoe? What are you talking about? What? Okay, what's the criteria for a hoe?
Just what you described.
Because
you nigga and then decide to be my friend.
The difference between what you did and being a hookup.
Because it wasn't like I was sleeping with random men for money.
But you could sleep with one man for money.
And that's still
Over and
considered
over. I'm asking you. I mean, the hoe is a hoe is a hoe.
So you consider that a hoe?
Listen, I come from Brooklyn. Everything's a hoe. I'm asking you for a Midwest definition. What do you call a woman who's with a man who may have some feeling for him, but she's with him basically because she knows what he can do for her, and she takes that?
Well, I look at a hoe as somebody that's like on the corner, like a hooker.
That's a whore. Forget what the world says. In your heart and mind, how did you distinguish yourself from that, well, a kept woman?
Yeah.
And a hoe? In your mind, what was the distinction that you made?
I just felt like I had set standards for myself. Like, I'm not gonna mess with you if you can't provide for me. Period.
But if you could provide for me, I'm gonna sleep with you. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna what? I'm going to...
Yeah.
What? What else? If you can take care of me.
Basically, I guess if you want to call it a high price hoe, I mean, you can put it in that context. It's basically if you take care of me, I'm taking care of you. I provided myself for monetary gain.
Listen, I've done it.
These new women, they don't cook, they don't clean, they don't do nothing. They just want to put their lashes on, get them lace fronts, look fly, do all of that stuff, but they know nothing about keeping a home. They know nothing about rearing children outside of dressing them up cute and putting them on Instagram dancing. Like, what do you know about being a mother? And it goes back to these independent women from the 80s and the 90s that did not teach their daughters how to be wives. We are the only culture that does not teach our daughters to be wives. We teach our daughters to be independent women. We teach them how to be boss chicks. We teach them how to be everything else but a wife and a mother.
Tell me why this dude gonna get home talking about something. You been at home all day and I can't at least come home to a meal. Ma, I'm not gonna be doing no wife stuff for no boyfriend. That's so stupid to me.
What you mean about be doing wife stuff for a boyfriend?
I'm not doing that, Ma. Like if he wants that, he gonna have to marry me. I don't have to cook for a man that ain't my husband.
Why is it y'all women wait till y'all have kids with all these different baby daddies that didn't want to have standards when the next man comes? Did you have the same standards for your baby daddies?
Excuse me, Mama. It's called growth. I learned from the mistakes. I'm not gonna do that with another man and end up just...
Girl, no, that's not how that works. Growth is one thing. You do learn from your past mistakes, but you're being foolish right now. You want a man to act like a husband, but you don't want to act like a wife for the man that you want to act like your husband.
What do you mean? I'm not asking him for husband stuff. What do I ask him for that's have husband stuff, Ma?
You want him to provide and protect for you and your children, right?
Yeah, that's what a man's supposed to do.
And you want him to be a father to 3 kids that's not even his kids.
Again, something a man is supposed to do. I have to make sure that he's going to be qualified to be my husband. So he has to do those things.
Chanel, that is things that a husband would do. Just like you won't do certain things because you won't do it until you're a wife. That man don't have to take care of you or them kids until he become your husband.
Mama, yes, he do that. That is called being a man. Like, what is wrong with you?
No, that is called you entitled and want too much and not giving enough.
Oh my
you
God.
should have had those same standards when you was having them babies with them other men.
Oh.
And then maybe you would be married by now.
Excuse me?
You heard what I said. Girl, let me go find my movie because you work my nerves.
Ma.
So at the end of the day, gratitude is better than entitlement. Entitlement is actually a childish mentality. So when we grow up, men and women, we know better and then we do better. Problem is, some of us never grow up.
Let me ask you this question, right? So what do you say to the man, right, who actually does provide, right, 100%, right, but feels like his woman is ungrateful?
That's not his woman. If you're providing a woman's every need and she's still treating you like you're not doing nothing, that's not your woman. She for the streets. Let someone else come pick her up. Continue to focus on yourself, because when a man starts to elevate himself, he's going to attract the woman he needs. If a man is attracting a woman he don't need, he hasn't become the man he needed for himself, because we project these things.
And women today, like the modern women, they want the aesthetics of what a man is, but they actually don't want a man because they don't want to be submissive. And I know that's a word thrown out there. Women get scared of that.
Explain what you mean by submissive for those unaware.
Submissive as in respect. Being the peace, the calm, always. Right? So if a lion is roaring, you have to learn how to quiet, you know? So it's just like women don't want to be submissive. Women don't want to be corrected. We're the only nation of women that say they don't need a man. And you have all these other nations, those women aren't saying that because they know the greatness and the importance of a man being around. Not just financially, but for beyond that. It's beyond finances. It's for the structure. It's for the balance.
There's rules that I have inside of my relationship that would put most feminists in a rage. Number 1 is I do not walk in front of my man. I let him lead physically because I trust his direction. Number 2, I never deny him intimacy because I would never want to deny something that only strengthens our connection. Number 3, when he speaks, he gets my full attention. No scrolling, no multitasking, because I understand that my presence is respect. Number 4, I speak to him in a feminine, soft tone. Not because I'm weak, but because I want to bring him peace rather than harshness. Number 5, I call him sir or my king, not because he demands it, but because I enjoy honoring the man that I love. Number 6, I do not follow men on social media or reply to men's random DMs, because there's no reason to entertain attention when I'm already committed. Number 7 is he makes the final decisions. I can share my thoughts, but I trust my man, so I let him lead. 8, if he tells me to be quiet, I listen, because sometimes leadership requires correction. Listening is a strength, not a weakness. Here's the part that really gets people mad. I don't do these things because I'm forced to. I do them because I respect my man, and I believe every woman, yes, every woman would do these things that I said for a man she genuinely respects, she genuinely trusts, and admires, plus feels safe with. Letting my man lead does not make me smaller. It actually makes my life way easier. I don't need to carry every burden, every decision, or control every single outcome. I can focus on being the best version of myself while trusting the man beside me to do the same. That's not oppression, that is partnership.
Black man, I can say we got some work to do. Not even how we show up for community, how we show up for self. Because I think a lot of what we limit in self informs how we show up for community. A lot of what we're taught is to suppress the feelings until we get to a certain point in life. Like we actually have to achieve a certain amount of success before we can feel feelings, before we can actually live. And it's unfortunate that it's that way, but a lot of us are just taught that, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll get it together after such and such. What's happening right now is us spewing, it's a word vomit of our observation. It's not a self-reflection yet. We're talking about what we've seen, the things that have upset us, and unfortunately because proximity, black woman, a lot of that falls on you unfairly. A lot of that falls on other black men.
Part of the reason people are jumping into relationships with strangers is because they're strangers to themselves.
Come on.
When we have a conversation about emotional intelligence, it always and almost immediately gets steered into romantic relationships. Emotional intelligence before it's for anyone else is for self.
For self.
If you are thorough with how you know you and how you operate, then you start to understand how you relate to other people, things, and places around you. Even before y'all get intimate, you understand how much space you take up. You know what I'm saying? And when you understand how much space you take up, you don't go anywhere that you don't think you could fit. You know your measurements, you feel me?
Facts.
People don't know how much space they take up, big or small. I'm not saying it's any type of appropriate space. So you get into this relationship with this person and you don't even know your own seasons, let alone that other person's. So you start thinking changed or that they done did this when you don't know that it's you that's shifting the entire time. It's been you, and it's not a bad thing. It's that you just haven't tracked the patterns in your life, because we all have, you have to have some type of self, like you don't have to have done all the work, but most people not even self-aware in the relationship.